So this video is going to be going over the Administration tab and the options that are in Envision. So the first two options that you have in the Administration tab is the Connect and Disconnect options. So this is to connect and disconnect your classroom. So, when you're done with your class, you should disconnect, which releases the students from, say, another teacher to control them. And then you connect again when you want to connect to them. Join and dismiss are kind of special. So join allows you to request a student from another teacher or rejoin a dismissed student. And dismiss actually releases the students from the class so that they're available for other teachers. That could be useful if maybe you have someone who's in detention or possibly someone who is not available, or if you're in a lab environment and maybe you have a student in from another class doing makeup work and you don't want whatever you're doing in Vision to affect them. The next feature we're going to discuss is the request name feature. So when you click the request name option, the students are going to receive a prompt for normally 30 seconds to input their name. Once they've input their name, Vision's going to change the default display label to show the requested name so that you can see the names that they just input, and then anyone who hasn't inputted, it's going to show up as unknown. This information is not saved from session to session, so you can use it for kind of like a roll call, things like that. The next option you have is Edit Details. So this allows you to put some information in Vision. So things like the custom device name, or maybe some notes like, for example, if you have a machine that Word's not working on, you can do that. So the locked student and unlocked student settings generally aren't used for Vision. They're used for really in-depth troubleshooting only. But basically they allow you to change the configuration of the Vision settings on the student stations. The Show Student icon allows you to determine whether they see the Vision icon in the taskbar near the clock, and the various status updates it gives when you connect or disconnect. So the next feature we're going to show you is the remote login feature, which is only available in Vision Pro. What this allows you to do is tell all of your students to log in as a single user across all the devices. You need the fully qualified domain name, so domain /username, and then the password if you want to log in as a domain user. One thing you want to know about the limitations of this is if you don't go from the Control-Alt-Delete screen to the actual prompt to log the user in and then to the desktop, it won't function, so you need to make sure that that's the sequence of login events. On Windows 10, frequently they see a quick login screen rather than the secure login screen, the Control-Alt-Delete. So you want to make sure that that's configured correctly if they want to use this feature. So the next few features do exactly what you'd expect. Shutdown, restart, and log off basically behave as if you click the same buttons in Windows. So shutdown will power off the machine, restart's going to restart the machine, and log off is going to log the current logged in user off. These are primarily used in lab environments, but they can be useful in other times. Basically, when you click on one of them, you're going to get the option to force applications to close or not. If you do not check the force applications option, if they have, like, say, an unsaved Word document or whatever, as soon as it gets any kind of interruption, it's just going to stop and then wait for you to go over to the machine and actually input the, yes, I'd like to not save my document. Wake Up basically does a Wake on LAN request. So it's we use the magic packet form of Wake on LAN, so it's restricted to local subnet or VLAN. And any machine that's configured to wake up will wake up. The only thing that you need to do in Vision to make that function correctly is they have to have connected to the student at least once previously.